Forget slow, back-breaking woodwork. This is firewood warfare at machine speed. You're about to witness the fastest automatic processor on the planet. Logs in, firewood out in seconds. No sweat, no stall, just pure mechanical disruption. This is brute force and precision engineering in action. The vertical Hulspalter log splitter tears through a massive hardwood trunk like it's butter. No axes, no wasted motion, just pure hydraulic power turning giant logs into firewood in seconds. This isn't your average splitter. This is a firewood factory on wheels. Watch how this high-speed, fully automatic machine shreds solid timber into perfect pieces like a machine gun of wood. Witness the power of precision engineering as this automated firewood processing machine effortlessly splits massive logs with unrelenting hydraulic force. With flawless efficiency, the operator controls every aspect, turning raw timber into neatly split firewood in mere seconds. This isn't just processing, this is the pinnacle of performance and speed in wood processing technology. Forget everything you know about splitting wood. This machine redefines raw power. Mounted on rugged off-road tires and backed by serious hydraulic force, this heavy-duty log splitter doesn't just cut, it obliterates. Watch as it devours massive hardwood rounds, forcing them through a radial blade array like a hot knife through butter. Every second, it churns out perfectly split firewood with zero hesitation. Step into the heart of raw industrial power. This old-school drum chipper may look worn, but when it spins up, it chews through timber like a beast, shredding entire logs into slabs with mechanical precision. Watch closely, because this is where brute hydraulics meet flawless engineering. A massive raw hardwood log is gripped, aligned, and then brutally driven into a sharpened steam wedge by an industrial blue splitter built for serious work. The force is unforgiving, splitting through dense grain like paper, sending each section cleanly down the rail, all while a grapple arm effortlessly loads the next log into position, keeping production tight and non-stop. Meet the industrial beast that turns entire tree trunks into perfectly split firewood in seconds. The Posh Spaltfix K5000 isn't just a firewood processor, it's a fully engineered production powerhouse built for speed, safety, and scale. From the moment those massive logs are loaded onto the infeed system, every stage is automated with Swiss precision. Everything flows seamlessly along an integrated conveyor, delivering firewood at lightning speed. Designed for commercial operations, mobile setups, and extreme reliability, it combines raw power with refined engineering. Watch how this precision-engineered kindling machine transforms rough timber into perfectly cut fire-starting sticks. Automated, fast, and ready for retail in seconds. From slicing to bagging, this setup defines efficiency in firewood prep. Watch the instant punch of kinetic power in action. A heavy-duty flywheel spins up momentum and unleashes it in a split second, driving a steel wedge through thick logs with shocking force. Unlike hydraulic splitters, this machine thrives on speed and simplicity. No fluid, no delay, just raw mechanical impact. Watch closely as this belt-driven monster comes alive. An old gearbox rigged to a flywheel powers a brutal swinging blade that obliterates firewood on impact. Towering stacks of timber surround a fully automated woodyard where raw logs meet high-speed precision. At the center, a Bulger and Zimbrod transfer carriage glides along the rail, feeding massive trunks into an aggressive industrial chainsaw with mechanical efficiency. Each cut is executed with surgical force, the log secured and tilted while the saw slices through in seconds. Mounted on a JCB skid steer, the Halverson HWP-150 Firewood processor is built for high-efficiency log processing with enhanced operator visibility. This configuration not only improves safety and control, but also streamlines workflow when paired with machines like telehandlers and excavators. Its rugged build and powerful hydraulics make quick work of large hardwood rounds, delivering clean, uniform splits with every cycle. Ideal for commercial firewood operations or heavy-duty land clearing, this processor transforms raw logs into burn-ready wood with speed, precision, and minimal operator strain.
This machine doesn't just process wood, it dominates it. Driven by precision gears and raw torque, the red arm mechanism forces timber into submission while my heavy-duty rollers grip, rotate, and control the log like clockwork. Every movement is synchronized for maximum control, not just cutting, but commanding the entire breakdown process. It's a full-force mechanical system, turning brute timber into manageable, ready-for-use wood with industrial rhythm.
At the heart of Chanut's Bois de Faux in Montrichet, Switzerland, this scene captures the precision and scale of professional firewood processing. A fully mechanized system, engineered for high-volume output, handles split logs with synchronized hydraulic arms, while an operator oversees the loading and bundling process with seamless control. In the background, towering stacks of ready-to-ship firewood reflect the company's efficiency and dedication to quality.
Watch as this brutal log-splitting head clamps down on a full birch trunk, then tears it open like paper. Mounted to a powerful forestry crane, this hydraulic beast drives hardened steel blades straight through the log's core, producing perfect firewood wedges in a single, devastating motion. No fluff, no hesitation, just raw, industrial force converting timber into fuel in seconds. Turning backyard innovation into brute force engineering. This scene showcases a wild fusion of DIY grit and raw power. A bright red sedan, repurposed as a log-splitting workhorse, drives a homemade screw splitter with surprising efficiency. Watch as the operator fearlessly rolls in a solid round, and the spinning cone buries itself into the wood, shredding it clean apart. It's backyard ingenuity at full throttle, rough, risky, and absolutely brilliant.
Meet the Bell 6000 series firewood processor, where brute force and precision engineering collide. This powerhouse slices through full-length logs with its massive circular saw, then feeds them into a high-speed splitter that delivers a constant stream of perfectly cut firewood.
Precision meets brute force in this ultra-efficient log processing scene. A heavily worn log is guided into a high-speed circular saw where its thick bark is no match for the industrial-grade blade. In one clean slice, the log is halved, split, and transported via conveyor. In this intense and methodical scene, a powerful vertical log splitter demonstrates its raw hydraulic force as it takes on a dense, irregular hardwood round. The operator, working confidently from the control lever, feeds the oversized log onto the reinforced steel splitting platform. Mounted with a multi-blade wedge head, the machine drives down a massive hydraulic ram with immense downward pressure. As the steel blades plunge into the grain, the round begins to crack with visible resistance before exploding into multiple clean wedges. Each split is uniform thanks to the precision-aligned wedge system that's designed to maximize throughput while minimizing waste. Brace yourself for a brutal display of log-destroying power. This beast doesn't just process wood, it devours it. A massive timber is hurled into position, gripped with steel claws, and slammed through an industrial-grade saw. In seconds, the raw trunk is transformed into flawless firewood chunks, crushed and split with mechanical violence. It's not just firewood processing, it's controlled destruction at its finest. Meet the next-gen powerhouse in firewood automation, technology's advanced wood splitter. Compact yet powerful, it feeds multiple logs into a high-speed drum, slicing and ejecting them with zero downtime. Built for speed, precision, and non-stop output, it turns solo labor into a fully mechanized workflow. Who needs a full-size splitter when brute force fits in your hands? This handheld cone screw ripper doesn't ask for permission. It drills, tears, and destroys massive hardwood rounds with unstoppable torque. Powered by a roaring gas engine, the operator drives it deep into the log's core, splitting timber like it's nothing but paper bark. The Posh Spaltfix K600 Vario is a true firewood beast. From log loading to conveyor finish, it cuts, splits, and ejects with ruthless efficiency. Massive trunks are transformed into clean firewood in seconds. No delays, no downtime. Built for high-output operations, it turns raw timber into sellable fuel fast. Whether in the yard or on site, this powerhouse turns tree trunks into pure profit. In the heart of a snow-dusted firewood yard, this seasoned operator works a powerful hydraulic splitter like a pro. With each perfectly aligned log, the machine drives down with crushing force, splitting thick rounds into clean, uniform wedges in seconds. Gloves on, rhythm steady, he moves piece after piece, feeding the beast non-stop as split wood stacks up behind him like a production line. This isn't just firewood, it's precision under pressure. This is a Binderberger firewood processing system in full swing, an engineering masterpiece built for scale. Massive logs are loaded onto the infeed conveyor, where they're guided with precision into a high-capacity cutting chamber. Inside, powerful saw blades and splitting systems tear through the trunks effortlessly, converting raw timber into clean, uniform firewood. A rotating drum splitter ejects the chunks onto a steep conveyor, which rapidly feeds into a sleek stainless steel bin. Once filled, the automated wrapping system encases the stack in mesh, ready for immediate transport. In the heart of the timber yard, the Posh Splitmaster 35 roars to life. A thick log crashes down onto the steel bed. Seconds later, it's split clean through with brutal hydraulic force. The blade doesn't hesitate. One motion, 18 billets. Perfectly measured, brutally efficient. The operator keeps the rhythm tight, feeding one round after another as the machine chews through hardwood like butter. Split pieces glide onto the conveyor, forming a steady stream of cell-ready firewood. No delay, no downtime, just relentless output.
Watch this industrial cone splitter drill straight into a giant log like it's nothing but butter. One controlled plunge and the timber explodes into clean, sharp firewood chunks. The operator stays locked in, guiding that spinning steel screw with zero hesitation. Every twist delivers raw hydraulic power, cracking the core wide open with ruthless efficiency. This is high-stakes wood splitting at its most savage.
Under the bright midday sun, the Typhoon RCA firewood processor springs into action, turning massive hardwood trunks into clean, ready-to-burn firewood with ruthless precision. Hydraulic arms feed each full-length log into the machine's steel jaws, where internal blades and rams slice, split, and eject firewood in rapid-fire succession. The operator barely has to break a sweat. From loading to conveyance, the system automates everything. Whether you're working solo or running a high-output firewood yard, this processor transforms raw timber into sellable stacks faster than most chainsaws can start.
Watch closely because this isn't just splitting, it's domination. As the giant log feeds into the spinning wedge, raw power shreds through bark and heartwood alike. Every rotation blasts apart dense timber, launching chips like shrapnel and leaving nothing but clean, fire-ready splits in its wake.
Timber fearlessly meets its match. This rotating wedge splitter unleashes raw, cutting fury. As the log hits the spinning blade, it doesn't just split. It detonates into perfect wedges with explosive force. Bark bursts, chips scatter, and what was once a stubborn trunk becomes clean, stackable firewood in seconds. Relentless action, zero hesitation.
Harnessing horsepower in the most literal sense, this early mechanical sawmill showcases a brilliant example of human ingenuity. A powerful draft horse walks atop a wooden treadmill, converting its steady motion into rotational force through a system of belts and pulleys. That raw mechanical energy drives the circular saw, where a carefully positioned log is guided by hand. With precision and teamwork, the operators convert timber into lumber.
Steel meets timber with brutal precision. This high-torque cone screw splitter drills straight into dense log rounds, ripping them apart effortlessly. Every rotation drives deeper, cracking even the toughest wood in seconds, turning heavy chunks into clean, burn-ready firewood with unstoppable force. In a packed workshop filled with curious onlookers, an old-school mechanical splitter comes to life. Driven by a massive flywheel and crank system, this industrial beast slams down with brutal force, cleaving thick firewood blocks into perfect splits within seconds. The operator moves fast, loading each log with bare hands as the machine's rhythmic pounding draws a mesmerized crowd. Watch this. A monster slab of hardwood is fed into the jaws of a commercial-grade firewood processor. With controlled precision, the operator engages the hydraulic ram, driving it through the log with relentless force. In a single crushing motion, the splitter shears the timber into perfect chunks, sending fresh-cut firewood tumbling down the steel grate. It's a no-nonsense display of raw mechanical efficiency, fast, brutal, and built for non-stop high-volume production. This isn't backyard firewood work, it's industrial dominance in motion. And that wraps up another jaw-dropping showcase of raw machine power and operator precision. From massive log splitters to high-speed cutters, these beasts don't slow down, they dominate. If you loved the chaos, the control, and the crushing force, smash that like button and subscribe to Tech Trouble for more insane action.